Hey there YouTubers, JB Coins here with another live stream Sunday. Welcome everybody that's here. I noticed when it was opening up the live that we've already got a couple folks here, but we're trying to get the screen on my monitor to show me who. What we're going to be doing today, before I start opening this roll, I should probably explain. Hey Jeremy. Hey Wheatman, hey Scott. We're going to do things a little different today. What we're going to do, as always, obviously remember, subscribe, hit the notification button if you're not already a subscriber or you haven't hit that button, the bell, so you get notified whenever we do a new video or a live stream. You'll get notified so you don't miss out. Today, anyone who does a super chat is going to get, as they make their super chat and their name pops up, they're going to get to ask a question like they normally do, but they're also going to be able to tell us whether or not they want a V-nickel, or excuse me, whether or not, almost screwed up there, whether or not they want a wheat penny, a Canadian penny, a 2017 P penny, an individual penny. They get that automatically, okay? So a wheat, a Canadian, or 2017 P. Jeremy Johnson, first one. Let's see some good coins. Okay, which one do you want? A wheat, a Canadian, or a 2017 P, Jeremy? And you're gonna qualify as a super chatter for the final three drawings, which will be a V-nickel, and a 1961 silver Washington quarter, in pretty nice shape actually. Let's see, watching for Jeremy. What years are the Canadians? Dude, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go through the roll. There's a whole tube there, right there. So we need Jeremy to tell us what type of coin he wants. Oh, Jeremy said wheat. Okay. So Jeremy gets a wheat, and of course he gets in the drawing for the three prizes at the end as well. Only this week we got it right, so that the silver quarter is the last prize instead of the second place prize being better than the first place prize, the way it worked out last week. But it still worked out good. Another thing we want everybody to know is if you do a super chat and you win, we have to get your mailing information in order to send you what you want. And we've got some folks from last week and from the week before that have not given us that information. And so from now on, what we're going to do is anybody that wins a super chat, you've got a week from today or from the date of the super chat to get us your email information so we can mail you what you want. If you don't, what we're going to do is whatever gets forfeited because somebody didn't give us the information, we're going to go ahead and put them in a pot, in a pile basically, or a pot, and accumulate them for a month. And at the end of that month, then what we'll do is that pile of coins, if it's 2 coins or 6 coins or 8 coins, whatever they are, we're going to do a special drawing for that pile of coins for a brand new subscriber. Because, you know, all this stuff, you know, we do a lot of this stuff for you guys that have been here a long time, and we really appreciate you. But, you know, the new subscribers, a lot of times they get left out. So we just kind of figured, you know, as to give somebody a new subscriber that's, you know, just getting started, kind of a big welcome prize. You know, so if somebody doesn't want to claim their prize, then we'll give it to somebody that's new, that maybe they'll appreciate it. Coin Collector, you guys are the best. Big Justin said, how are you doing? We're doing great. Sigfredi, hi, do you know something about, and it went by fast again. Could you repeat that, dude? Jeremy, we should have his info. It says, Ace is here from Maine. Coin Dude, Jerry Holdridge, hey, say hello, Coin Dude. Coin Dude, can I have a shout out? Coin Dude, yeah, I've said your name a couple times, so shout out to Coin Dude. Joe Miller, I have mint rolled buffalo nickels. Should I search them for the speared buffalo or leave them unopened? So you're talking about the 2004, the current buffalo bison nickel, not the old buffalo nickels, right? Because it would be the new bison nickels. That's your personal call. You could open them and you could always put them back into like a plastic tube storage, like these. You know, it's up to you, because you're talking about anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 if you find one, depending on condition. So, you know, we can't make that call for you. Oh, and this one is a brand new roll. So no coin sorting here, but let's see what year it is. 2017 Ps. So there's a bunch of 2017 Ps right there. Brand new. Curtis, new to the group. Augie. Jerry Holdridge. Hi Skippy. Daniel Flaherty. Robert Winters. Jerry. Okay. What's the oldest coin you found? Coin roll hunting. The oldest coin we found. Gosh, I gotta think. Wasn't the 1883? I can't think. Boy, that's a tough one. You know, we've been doing this for 4 years, and I don't know how many thousands of boxes. I really can't remember what the oldest one is. We found Indians, we found buffaloes, we found tons of wheats. So, you know, that puts you back into the, you know, 1800s. I know we found a lot of early 1900s. We gave away a 1909 VDB because we have quite a few. How long have you been collecting coins? I've been collecting coins since the probably late 60s. And then, like a lot of folks in the 80s, 90s, you know, family things kind of getting away, and now that the kids are out of the house, we've kind of gotten back into it. And my sweetie in the background said 70s for her because she's younger than I am. So I'm a lucky guy. Coin collector, what's the best coin you have found? Okay, gotta split that into two categories. There's straight up coin roll hunting, and there's when you buy a coin roll. Okay, you guys are going to see a video this week with some of the two videos this week with some of the best coins that I've ever seen, and found errors on each of those rolls. So they're going to be very cool. We were both very excited. Our hands were shaking. As far as coin roll hunting. Gosh, I found a lot of error coins that are really cool. We had one I remember that comes to mind. It wasn't extremely valuable, but it was a penny roll. And when I turned the penny roll to open it, there was a piece of penny sticking out of the paper. They had actually put an error coin where the penny had been stamped, and it had a tab of another penny off the bottom of it, and it was sticking through the paper. So I'm like, what the heck is that? I open it up, and it was an error penny, which we have in our collection. We've shown it in an old video if you go back. It's there. I mean, we found a lot of silver over the years. We found a couple of gold-plated JFK half dollars. We found Benjis. We found Walking Liberties. You know, we have not found the holy grail of 55S double die or 69S double die or 1909 SVDB. I can tell you that, but we found just about everything else. Ishan, hi JB Coins. I have some brand new rolls of 2017 Ozark Riverway quarters. Are there any errors? You know, they just came out. I don't know. I haven't heard of any. I haven't even seen the 2017 Ozark Riverways where I live yet. The newest coin that we have out here is, I believe, the Frederick Douglass. if I remember right. And there are tons of errors on that one. So I would expect, based on what I've seen in the newest issues, particularly as usual on the P's, but check the D's as well if you get them, that you need to check them because there are lots of die chip errors. There's lots of strike-through errors, die streaking in the fields where, if you look at the video, a couple of videos back where it says possibly the best quarter box ever from our live stream a few weeks ago, it was actually like 10 rolls of quarters was all it was. And I wound up filling the table with errors and varieties. And there's a whole bunch of things there that you probably will be able to find in the 2017. The newest one that's coming out is the Ellis Island. I didn't get to see who posted that up, but yeah, that's coming out the 30th. 3 more days. Would have loved to have been there, but mine is an 1863 war token. I actually didn't have to find that. I found the girl who gave me one and married her. So, so I have one of those too. They're very cool. Any new 2017 P penny errors? Yeah, there are. They're on our list over on the website. The quick ones to throw off is they have the usual die cracks and chips on the shield on the top left side usually. There's also a portion of the shield below where the banner is on the left-hand side that occasionally is missing. And there supposedly is a double die and possibly a triple die on Liberty and the date. Although I've only seen a thick example of the lettering, I haven't seen an actual doubling of the lettering anywhere. So are you doing a giveaway for 20,000 subscribers? Yes, we will, Ace. We will be doing a giveaway soon for the 20,000 subscribers. We passed that between last week and this week. And we're working on a few things for the future too that I think you guys are going to get excited about too. Is there a premium for die streaking? Yeah, it is considered an error, so it just depends on where it is and how bad. If it destroys the coin, then no. But if it's in the fields, like on the Theodore Roosevelt, anywhere where there's water in the background, you'll tend to see a lot of that on the left side of the coin. Coin Collector 731, hey JB, can I give a shout out? Trying to get 100 subs. We'll be doing a giveaway when I do. Yep, there you go. You got it. Let's see. What about the spear through Lincoln's head? Is it a good find? Yep, that's a good find too. He also has the Frankenstein crack, which we have found, where there's a crack that runs through his head, the front half of his head. There's another one that runs across the top of his head. And then there's another one that runs, I think, from the top of his head to the rim. So there's several of them, several variations of those. Are wheat pennies worth more? Is there extra metal on it or less? Well, there's more copper. They weigh 3.1 grams versus 2.5 grams for the zinc. That was part of the reason they put the zinc in, was to use less copper, and so the penny itself weighs less. That's how you tell whether you've got a copper or a zinc. Okay, for all you new guys that came in late, usual drill, subscribe please if you haven't. Hit the notification button and the bell so you get notified when we post up a new video or a live stream so you don't miss it. Hit the like button, whack-a-mole that like button, everybody. We really like those. Share our stuff, not only this video but other videos. Today the super chats, when you do them, the more amount of money you do, and I'm just explaining this because it's been asked, the longer it stays at the top. Plus, you get the opportunity on any super chat, you can put in there, a question, and we will answer that question immediately. And then the drawing today is every super chatter will have a choice to pick between a wheat, a Canadian, and or a 2017 P brand new uncirculated penny. And then all the super chatters will get drawn. First prize and second prize are V-nickels, and third prize is a 1961 D, really nice silver Washington quarter. So that'll be the final prize. So you need to let us know if you do a super chat which you want, wheat, Canadian, or 2017P. And also the new rule is that if you do a super chat and you win, you've got a week till next week's super chat to claim the prize by sending us the email with your contact information so we can mail it to you. If you don't, it goes in the pot, and at the end of the month, what's ever in the pot that didn't get claimed will go to a new subscriber only. They'll get put into a drawing, and we will give a new subscriber whatever's in that pot. So hopefully you guys claim your stuff, because that's the point of doing it, you know. Ishan, did you end up selling your box of 2017P pennies? I'm assuming you're asking us because it says JB Coins Inc. We sold quite a few boxes of 2017P pennies, and then my sweetie also sold quite a few rolls of 2017P pennies individually. It just got to be kind of a pain in the butt with the boxes. Heidi, I don't have Facebook, but someone said they will post my Speared Shield on there for me and see what they say. I haven't heard from Ken Potter, and it's been 2 weeks. You know, we're all getting slammed by emails. Beth Coddington, 20 bucks. Thank you, Beth. That's a huge one. That'll be up there for a while. Don't forget, what would you like? Would you like a wheat, a Canadian, or a brand new 2017P 1 penny? Thank you. She says you're worth it. Thank you. It's hard to get a full box of coins in my area. If you can get any, you should be able to get the full box. You should go bank to bank until you find one that's willing to order you a box of them. And if they say, well, we can't guarantee what's in there, if they have the type of boxes that have the holes in the top as opposed to the closed top, you can look inside and you can tell whether they're circulated, or you can look inside and see the date. And all you have to do is spot 1 P, and the box should be 2017 Ps. She wants Canadian. Okay, Canadian it is. What are copper pennies worth each? Well, they're worth melt value, basically, and that moves up and down. Curtis Payne, 5 bucks. So Curtis, same drill. What would you like? Wheat, Canadian, or a single 2017 P? Okay, don't see anything yet. I'm gonna throw a few of these out here. Well, there's a 2017 P, but you don't want that one because it's nasty. Yeah, through that. That's the correct side. Wheat. Okay, you're gonna have a wheat coming your way. Daniel says, think it's like 2.5 cents. Yeah, it's probably around 2.5 to 3 cents right now, melt value. You know, that goes up and down. The cost to the mint is actually higher than that to produce them. You know, that's why a lot of people hoard copper. We keep all of our copper. You know, at some point, you never know. Let's see. Joe Miller, gotta go. I'll finish listening later tomorrow. Have a great week. You too, man. Good luck. Good hunting. What is your email again, Ethan? Okay, that's not for us. If you don't know, or you're new to the channel, if I'm tossing it off to this pile on the left, it's not copper and it's going back to the bank. Here's a really gross looking 67. That's copper. That goes to the right. There's an 81. That's not too bad. That goes to the right. That's copper. 82 is the transitional year. There are actually 8 different varieties of 82 between mint mark and type of metal. And there are actually people that collect the entire set. And up until recently, it was only known to be 7 until the 82 small d in copper was found, and the guy got, I think, a couple $100,000 for that, if I remember right, at auction. I know we did a video on it. Hey everyone, what's up? Treasure Town. Welcome, Treasure Town. So far, we're not finding anything really cool in this first roll. And I'm going through them fast because I want to spend as much time talking to you guys as much as anything. That's a really gross looking. You know when you were a kid, your mom said, wash your hands after handling money? Look at that thing. It's all green and nasty. I don't even want to put it in the pile with the stuff going back to the bank. Is there an 82S transitional penny? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I don't think there was. No, I don't think there was. They might not have been making mint sets that year. 73, 68, 83, that's a transitional year, so we'll set that aside. We'll put it up on our scale. We're starting to collect. We actually started to make a dent in the bucket from hell, which is the 2.5 gallon bucket, or 5 gallon bucket that's halfway full, about 2.5 gallons of pennies. My sweetie has taken the task of trying to find 82s and 83s so that we can put them all in a bunch and try and weigh them at one time, one at a time, and see if we can find anything good. What kind of scope is that, and is it expensive? This is the microscope that we talk about in a lot of our videos. We use it in a lot of our videos. It's an AmScope 2040-80. We have a link to it down below our normal videos, not below the live stream, but later on when the live stream goes and becomes a video, it'll be there too. It's also over on our website. We have links in both places. I want to say it was around $200 with the USB camera that we have that connects to your laptop or computer, so you can use the microscope to zoom in and take photographs or shoot video of whatever you put under there. And it does give you the option of, it's got two different positions on the switch where you can do downlighting to look at coins, like, I don't have it plugged in, downlighting to check coins that are sitting on top of this white platform, or you can put a piece of clear glass on there and click it the other way and it becomes a regular microscope and the light comes from underneath. So that's a great tool. And then we've got our 5X Eschenbach. That's also got a link on there. This we use a lot as well. And our little scale is on there, and that's like $5 or $8, something like that. All the coin supplies are there. There's lots of stuff down below every video. Links to the different companies we do business with, vendors, suppliers, people we've bought stuff from, like this stuff. Reference materials, books, websites, our email address, all those things are linked down below normal videos. Do you metal detect for coins at all? I did. I had a Fisher F78, but it got kind of crazy, and between work and doing this, and we kind of stopped having enough time to do it. So we did wind up selling that, but I'm really kind of wanting to get another metal detector soon. We live in an area where there's a lot of artifacts and cool things to find. We just don't have the time. Jeremy, I use a jeweler's loop to look at my coins and it's 30x. Yeah, that's when you go to the grading company, what they do is they start out with something like this, like a 5x or a 7x. Then they go to a 20 or a 30 at times to clarify, but they like to go with a smaller one, or actually a larger, a larger piece of glass. But they like to look at the whole coin first, and that's a good way to do your coins, is look at the whole coin first and then look at it under magnification, because otherwise I've actually missed a couple where I've looked at it, under the microscope and then looked at it under the magnifier and realized that I was looking at one part of the coin only and didn't notice something really glaring because I was too focused on too small of an area. So you really want to kind of do both. Those two were stuck together. There's a 2017 P, but it's not going to be as nice as those new ones. Cheryl, I also use some of your lists. Thanks for those. You're welcome. Yeah, the lists are over there. We try to keep them updated as much as possible. I am behind on, I haven't finished the dimes yet, and I've got to update a couple of other ones. So you look at, I usually put the date in the heading of each one of when I updated it last. Heidi says, hey JB, did you hear about the 80D silver penny they found and sold at auction? Crazy, it was in 1980. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. That would seem like that would have to be a mint worker situation again, kind of like that mangled up 1999 coins that I showed you guys in the video. You know, so you know, that one you kind of question, because if that's legal to take out of the mint and sell, then why did they take the 233 gold double eagles from the family and fight them for 20 years in court and display them at the A&A show as a prize, along with the 74 aluminum penny that they claim was worth $1 million, and they did the same thing. It went all the way to the Supreme Court. They won that it was never supposed to leave the mint, belonged to the mint, and therefore the family lost $1 million coin. But they had it on display at the A&A show in Denver. So, or the nail, yeah, the nail with the dime struck on it. Yeah, that's another one. It just happened to fall in. You know, they keep nails right around the press machines. Sure, that's a good one, man. When you go through the coins like you are now, do you take out the 82s for the copper pile, or do you put them in the clad pile? I used to just throw them in the copper pile. But you know, that was early on. Now what we're doing is we're going through our old stash and we're pulling out the 82s and 83s and we're putting them in a special container, and that's what I was talking about. My sweetie's doing that, and we're going to go ahead and weigh them all up at once. Have nothing but 82s and 83s and see, you know, what we find. Treasures, did I see the eclipse? I saw it to the halfway point, and then the storm clouds closed in over it, and it started lightning really bad, and they made us all go in the building. So I didn't get to see the full eclipse. I only got to see half. I think my sweetie pretty much saw the same. Yeah, about half. Dave Deaver, looks like he just got here. What was it like in the 70s buying gold when it was cheap? In the 70s, I couldn't afford gold, dude. I was in the Navy. On Navy pay, I was buying beer. So anyway, for the newbies, can you make a video on your coin paper money collection? We get that request a lot, but it would be nearly impossible for us to put everything out and you know, even show it, let alone put it in a video. That would be like the marathon video from hell. Excuse me, I gotta take a sip. Thank you, much better. $32 an ounce, but pay was $1.35 an hour. Yeah, that's about right. I think in the 80s, by the time I could have afforded it, gold, I think, was still around $200 or $300 an ounce at that point, if I remember correctly. And I think silver, you deserve a medal for going through that bucket, Mrs. B. Yes, you do, sweetie. And I'm sure she'll get it too. Ace, my dad was in the Navy during Vietnam. Very cool. To thank him for his service. All of the instructors in my squadron were Vietnam vets, and all of the petty officers that outranked me were all Vietnam vets. I missed it by 6 months. Actually, that actually has bothered me for a long time, because a lot of my buddies would tell me stories when they would get a little alcohol in them, and I was lucky by 6 months that I didn't have to go, although I did lose people even though it was peacetime. Something a lot of people don't understand is, even though you're in the military in peacetime, you can still go any day. Do you remember the Hunt brothers when silver went up? Yeah, they tried to corner the silver market, and they ran it up to $40 or $50 an ounce, and then the silver market collapsed, and went back down, and now they're going back up. Our Sacagawea dollars worth holding on to, Wheat Man wants to know. Yes, they are, and we're going to let you know about that more in the future here. Yeah, I want to, for you new guys that have come in, I want to let you know, Dad was in World War II. Man, my whole family was. We had my dad, my stepdad, or excuse me, my dad was in Korea, my stepdad was in World War II. My grandfather was in World War II. All my uncles and great uncles were in World War II. There were about 9 of them scattered in the Pacific, Alaska, and Europe. 2 of them landed on Normandy on D-Day, and all of them came back except for one cousin that died on Anzio Beach. He was a medic. He was a target. He was really lucky that he survived the war if he was a medic. Anybody that was a medic during World War II should get a medal, you know, just for that. Okay, newbies, please subscribe, hit the notification button and the bell so you get notified when we put a new video up and when we do a live stream. Please like this just like a regular video. Everybody hit that like button if you haven't already, like whack-a-mole, and share our videos with your friends. The Super Chat today, the more money that you put in, Super Chat always works this way, it's the longer it stays at the top. But today, what we're doing is every Super Chatter will have a choice when they donate the Super Chat between picking a wheat penny, a Canadian penny, or one 2017 P penny. You get that automatically. And then at the end of the live stream today, we'll do our drawing like we usually do. First prize will be a V-nickel, second prize will be a V-nickel, final prize will be a 1961D, really nice silver Washington quarter. Okay? Saving the silver for the end. And every winner has a week to get us their email when we ask for it, or when you win. You have a week. If you're a Super Chatter, you just have to give us your email with where we mail it, because you're going to get one of these things. So just do it. That way this week for sure we shouldn't have anybody leave behind. These 2 V-nickels went unclaimed, so our gain. But going forward, any unclaimed coin after a week, when we do the next Super Chat, is going to go in a pot, and at the end of a month, we're going to draw those for a new subscriber, so the new subscriber gets a pile of coins to start with. Old uncle, about being underwater to fake being dead. Yeah, a lot of guys did that to survive. I'm going to join the Coin Club on Monday. Do you take PayPal? We do have PayPal over on, I'm trying to think now. We have 2 other ways to donate if you can't do the Super Chat. You can donate on YouTube. There's right on our channel, there's a little tab there where you can donate. Julie C, $5 and she wants a week. Good girl. Thank you for telling us right off the top. Make sure you send us your email address so we know where to send it. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I just totally lost it. Oh, YouTube, yeah. You can donate on YouTube, or on our website, there's also a support tab. So you could go in there, and that takes PayPal as well, I believe. So you could donate money if you like using the lists and you're getting something from that, and you feel like, you know, you found something really cool that you'd like to say thank you. You want to donate, you don't have to, but you know, you could. We've had a few people do that. Let's see. Do you collect foreign coins? Yes, Ishan, we've got a binder and a bin that are full about 3/4 of the way up. It's a good sized bin. We have coins from just about every country. Wait a minute, David Deaver. Okay, Daniel, my father went through so much hell. He's amazing. They all did. You know, and most of them didn't talk about it. Later, much later, after unfortunately a lot of them that could have told us so much were gone, and they're almost all gone now. They didn't talk about it. It was just the way they were raised. Pause Brown, $20. Sorry I've been working so much, 12 hours Monday to Friday. Been there, dude. I feel your pain. Thank you for the $20. If you just got here, pause, you get a choice between a wheat, a Canadian, or a brand new 2017 P automatically that gets mailed to you. And then, of course, you're going to be in the drawing for the final drawing, which is a V-nickel for first, a V-nickel for second, and a 61D. Nice condition. It's a nice condition 61D Washington silver quarter. So send us your mailing. Well, we got your mailing info, I'm sure. Yeah, have to pull the conversation out of them. Yeah, that was the case. The last 20 years, all the old timers that I've known that were in the war that were still around, I've tried to get them to talk. I'm a member of my one of my uncle's P-51 squadron by inheritance, basically. Descendancy, I guess. And unfortunately, there was a gentleman that lived about 3 hours from here that I got to know over the last 20 years. He was a P-51 pilot in the 339th Fighters Group, and he became the editor of their newsletter kind of by default over the years because the guys started getting, passing away. He was just a real sweet guy. He was the first fighter pilot in the war to shoot down a German jet, a 262 fighter jet. He just passed away on the 18th of this month, and he actually finished this month's newsletter and had it ready to go for his son to go ahead and distribute it on the day it was supposed to go out. And he finished it 2 days before he passed away. I mean, that's how that generation was. Complete the mission, period. Pause Brown. Okay, somebody else. Collect everything. I'm really like your channel, JB. Thank you. Daniel, lost my Uncle Gerard shot down on heckling assignment off the island of New Guinea. Yeah. My grandfather went from Australia. My mother's father went from Australia all the way to Japan, and it really messed him up. He survived it, but it really messed him up. Shoot. I got a 1970 in my hand, and it's a small date, but it doesn't have a mint mark, so it's not the 1970 small date. Tomorrow is my birthday. Happy birthday, Paz. SJ's Mixed Adventures, $10. Have Sweetie choose my coin. Okay, sounds good. And thanks for the Starbucks last week, SJ. I believe that was you that said to take her for ice cream. She chose Starbucks instead. I hope that's okay. She got to pick the drinks. Let's see. Thank you, Lucky 37. Jeez, I'm going to sound like my grandfather here. Obviously, I've been collecting longer than that, but I actually have my uniform from 1979 from the Navy, the old Cracker Jacks, and I have a cowboy hat from 1977. So they're both older than you are, dude. But that's awesome. Happy birthday, happy 37th. 2016, that's a pretty clean one. We'll look at that later. We look at all of these later anyway, the ones that are not really nasty. But 2016, they've got some errors on that one. Double die and also the usual cracks and cuds on the back. There's a 2017 that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll wind up looking at that thing. Starbucks caramel. Okay, now we're going to get into a Starbucks chat. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, 57. Gosh, I need the cheaters. See, this is how crappy my vision is at this age. 57D, and it's actually a pretty nice one. Weedy. Got a weed penny there. 57D. In very nice condition. It's very deep brown toning. So holding it up in front of the camera, it's red brown on the front and very brown on the back. I don't think the camera's going to pick that up, but from what I can see, the back looks really nice. Let's see. Have you gone through the Wheaties that you're sending us? I don't know. Those are Sweetie's. That's Sweetie's roll. Have you gone through that roll, Sweetie? Yeah, she has gone through it. But that was before we started making lists and stuff. So even stuff like that we've done, we really almost have to go back through our whole collection again. We have actually gone and found in our binders that we have that we keep our coins in, we've actually gone through a couple and found some error coins in there. Vic C of the Fam, $10. Hi J&B. Hey Vic. Sounds like you just got here. Let me get the next one a second real quick, and I'm going to explain to Vicky the rules in a second. I went to Afghanistan and we only had one fighter jet go down and he was rescued. That's cool. Anyway, Vicky C, the rules this week are a little different. We're gonna, because you gave us a super chat, you get to pick automatically between getting a wheat penny, a Canadian penny, or a brand new 2017P penny out of that roll. Then you automatically, just like we usually do, all the super chatters will be in for, first is a V-nickel, second is a V-nickel, and the final prize is a 1961D silver quarter in really pretty nice shape. That'll be the final drawing at the end. But every super chatter, you need to send us your email address and tell us which type of the coin you want, and we will send you that coin, because you get a wheat, a Canadian, or a 2017P, because some of you guys I know have not gotten 2017Ps. So that was my Sweetie's idea, to give you guys the option so you could have the opportunity to get one if you haven't gotten one yet. Yeah, and then the other thing is, today it should be easy because we're giving these away and you're going to give us your email when you tell us what kind you want. If you don't give us your email and you don't pick up your coin by the next live stream from now on, what we're doing is any coins that go unclaimed, like these two V-nickels, we're going to throw them into the pot. And what will happen with that pot, $5 Road Dragon wheat. Leon Peters, $20. Keep up the good work, and the wheat cent will be fine. Thank you guys. That very efficient way to do that. And if you notice, based on the amount you give, the larger amounts stay at the top longer. You know, if you want your thing up there, you know, your logo or your avatar or whatever. But from now on, what we'll do is if you don't claim your super chat prize by the next live stream, and we don't have your email information, it'll go in the pot, and after a month, we will take all the coins that accumulate, no matter how many there are, whether there's 2 or 20, and there'll be a special drawing that'll go just to a new subscriber, because we want to say thank you to the new subscriber, and we want to give them a pile of coins to start off, you know, kind of get them started. And again, that was also Sweetie's idea. She's pretty smart. I can't see the date on this one. It's the coin itself is in really nice shape. It's just got a lot of goop on it. Like it found another wheat. It's a 54D. It's a really good year and mint. But you can see it's got a bunch of black, almost like paint, and then it's got some goop over the date. That's why I couldn't read the date. And then it's got some of that black on the back again too. Found a 43D steel cent that had WD001 going through my albums again. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, Jeremy, awesome. Everybody who donated is lighting up now. Jake Matula, $20. Okay, Jake, what do you want? You want a wheat, a Canadian, or a 2017P? You're going to be in the drawing at the end no matter what. Make sure you send us your email information. I think you did. I'm pretty sure you did, because I think we sent, yeah. Yep, I remember that conversation. Yep. So you got yours from last time. Be right back. I'm chatting with PGA. Okay. Or GPA. Okay. Jake would like a wheat. Gonna be on the way, dude. Matthew Penn found my first circulated 2017P yesterday. There you go, dude. Well, this roll of 2017Ps are uncirculated, but depending on how lucky you got, it may be just as nice. So it's your choice, wheat Canadian or 2017P if you do a super chat, and you still get the final drawing. Again, for everybody that just got here, as usual, please subscribe if you haven't. Please hit the notification button and the bell so that you guys get notified about new videos and live streams when we do a live stream. Because if we do, say, a special Saturday live stream, which we're trying to get to, then you get notified if we don't have enough time to warn anybody. So there won't be any varieties or double dies in our roll. I can't guarantee that, dude. We went through them, but there might be something that we missed because she went through those rolls before I started putting the comprehensive list that I've got.
4 years.
Yeah, she went through them 4 years ago, and it's only been about the last year that I've been doing the lists, and so those rolls haven't been checked against the lists. So as we go back with the lists, we're starting to find stuff that we didn't even know about or that we missed the first time through. And we're also finding a lot of coins that we're upgrading, where we get a coin and we look at it and we go, oh wow, that's better than what we've got in the let's take that one out and put this one in there. So so again, anyone today that is a super chatter, which we've got a bunch of you guys, automatically gets to choose between a wheat penny, a Canadian, or a brand new single 2017P penny in case you haven't ever got one yet. And you'll still be in the drawing at the end for a V-nickel for first prize, a V-nickel for second prize, and a nice 61D silver Washington for the final prize. Come to think of it, these two wheats that I just pulled out, they're not in. The one's not too bad, but I mean, both of them have staining on them, so I haven't looked at them, I haven't checked them, so in theory, I haven't really searched them for any varieties or errors. Let's see, how much do you have to donate? I believe, and I love your name. I think this is a good name. That's very, very clever. $2 I think is the minimum. And I think 500 is the maximum, but the biggest we've ever got is 100, and I think we only got that once from Grove Minting. But we get a lot of 20s, as you can see. Especially today, we're getting a lot of them. Let's see. You still have my info, don't you? You got Jeremy Johnson's info, right, babe? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep, got it. Beth Coddington, thank you, Mrs. B. Oh, not Mrs. Yeah, that B is actually the first initial of her first name. We both are using the first initial of our first name, so that's how we came up with the J and B thing, which we put that in our intro video, but that hasn't been out there for a while, I don't think. Let's see, still sorting through these. Man, there's some really nasty ones in these rolls. Jake, random date Wheatie. Okay, works good. Ishan, what is your A name? She goes by B, I go by J, and we stick with that. We prefer the anonymity, there's a lot of reasons for that. We actually recommend you guys that collect that especially if you're doing videos like this. Thank you, Jeremy, for also pointing that out that it's B. I think the intro video is only when you're a first-time viewer before you subscribe. That's the problem. So we need to put that somewhere else. Where people can see kind of the history of how we got where we are, that kind of thing. I'm sad I couldn't get pennies this week. Bummer for me. Unity plays. Oh, you mean from the bank, I guess, because you can get them here. Super Chatters are automatically going to get a choice between weak Canadian or 2017 P, and the final drawing of a V-nickel for first, a V-nickel for second, and a 61D silver for the final prize if you're a Super Chatter. But if you're a Super Chatter, you automatically get to pick one of those pennies, and you get in for the drawing as well. If you don't claim your prize within a week, which would be kind of weird because you need to give us the mailing address so we can, those are a couple of 82s, so that we can mail you the penny that you pick. But any unclaimed prizes from now on are going to go in the pot, and at the end of a month, we're going to give that pot in a special drawing to a new subscriber. We'll pull the new subscribers off the list from YouTube, put them in a random drawing thing, and we'll pull up a name, and we will give them a pile of coins to get them started on their way. 79, we're getting down to the end of the coins here, but that just leaves more time for me to answer you guys' questions. 2006 and a 2017 P. Let's see. Oh yeah, don't give out too much info if you're doing videos. If you make videos, especially, you know, even as individuals, if you're collecting coins, I know there's a temptation to talk to your buddies and stuff, and even in some cases your family members that maybe there could be some that are a little different, let's say. You don't really necessarily want them to know that you have rare coins laying around the house, okay? And especially people at work, and especially people on the internet, because if they know your name, if they can figure out where your house is, and they know you have rare coins, you know, there's a possibility that somebody with bad intentions could show up at your house when you're there or when you're not there. And we've got at least one subscriber that's sent us an email that they got broken into and their entire coin collection was stolen. So we try to maintain anonymity as much as we possibly can, because it's just safer that way. And that's why you don't see my face on camera, for example. I don't know that you'll ever see us actually do a face reveal for that reason. And we really recommend that for you guys, for your own safety. It's just not worth it, you know. And Iron Cross, buy a safe. Yeah, that's a good start. Safe deposit box is a good start. I prefer the safe option because God forbid anything ever did happen, natural disaster, or you know the economy collapses again as bad or worse than last time. Look at what happened in Greece. Look at what happened in other countries. They locked the bank's doors and you couldn't get in there. And then they limited, in Greece, they limited the ATM withdrawals to $60 a week. I mean, could you imagine if you went to the bank and you had $10,000 in your bank and all you could get was $60 a week? And they actually had to make special provisions for the what they call the pensioners, the retirees. All their money was in the bank. They couldn't even cash their pension check from the government. So it can happen. It's better to keep it in my opinion, it's our opinion, it's better to keep at least some of it in the house, in a safe, and have a very large dog, which we have. And again, try not to you know, disclose your stuff. Do you ever buy coins from coin shops or online? Yeah, we do. We troll coin shops every once in a while. We go to coin shows. We've actually found that there's some other shows in our area that actually have guys that are fairly clever. They bring their coin show stuff to a show that isn't about coins. And so you'll be walking through, say, a home show, and you turn the corner and there's a guy with a whole glass display going and everything, and he's got wheat pennies and he's got silver eagles and he's got, you know, old coins and everything from you know, scrap coins or melt value coins, all the way to really high grade bills and gold coins and things. And you just sit there and go, what the heck is this doing here? And he said, you know, there's a lot of people walking through here spending big money on redoing their house. So, you know, what better audience? They have money. I've got money. So we do that. We occasionally buy online. We try to stick with dealers online that we know or companies online like APMEX, Grove Minting, Great Southern Coins. We've featured a lot of their auctions after they've sold a coin, examples of coins they've sold like we do with Heritage auctions. We've never bought a coin from Heritage. We have bought from Great Southern. When we first got together, we bought quite a few coins from Great Southern. That's how we found out about them, and we never had a problem with them. And we've bought from APMEX. Have you ever found a mercury dime? Yes, we have found multiple mercury dimes. And when I was a kid, my job at my uncle's gas station in the 60s, 4 or 5 years after silver was taken out of circulation, my uncle, who served in World War II, owned 3 gas stations. And he would bring all the silver change home from the gas station before he took it to the bank. And my job as a kid, because we all lived in the same apartment in the city, my job as a kid was to pull out the mercury dimes, the buffalo nickels, and any silver coins and give them to them. And he kept them all. He kept every single one of them. He went through the Great Depression, and he was very, very smart to do that. Pause. My favorite is the mercury dime. That is one of my favorites. I really like the design on that. The Walking Liberty, which they use for the American Eagles that we have now, that's just a timeless design too. Have I ever bought from Littleton? No, I haven't bought from Littleton. We're down to 3 minutes. So we're going to go through the list real quick and give you guys a last shot at getting in here, and then we're gonna start getting to the drawing. The Mad Wizard of Oz, 2 pounds. I've never seen that come up before. Okay, and what, sir, would you prefer? An American wheat, a Canadian, or an American 2017 P fresh out of the mint roll? Your choice, and you need to send us your contact information of where you want us to mail that to. And you will be in the drawing. Any super chatter before we do the drawing will automatically get a choice of that when they do their donation or their super chat. And then we'll do a normal drawing at the end. V-nickel first prize, V-nickel second prize, and a really nice 1961D quarter that's silver. And I did check it. It does not have an RPM. So I'm disclosing that one to you. I didn't find anything else wrong with it, but I did check for an RPM, and it didn't have one. You've gone international. Yeah, we had it's me from England again. Yeah, he was. I was going to say we had him here from England last week. Welcome back. Why? Curious, why the Mad Wizard of Oz when Oz is usually associated in the kingdom with Australia? Or is that the reference to the Wizard of Oz, as in Dorothy and all that? Just interesting. How do you enter the giveaway? Okay, you got here late. All you have to do is be a super chatter. You can donate anything from $2 on up in the super chat. It puts you in there. You automatically tell us whether you want a wheat, a Canadian, or a 2017 P brand new penny. And you need to send us your contact information, and then we mail that coin to you, and then we put your name in the list for the final 3 drawings. Vicky C says, "Smile, donate $2." There you go. That's a good idea. Wizard of Oz. Okay. I actually have all of the Wizard of Oz books, including first editions going back to 1918, and I think even 1890s. Let's see. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification button so that when we go live stream and put up a new video, you get notified. Everybody that hasn't hit that like button yet, whack-a-mole, hit that like button, please. Share this in all of our videos whenever you can. Let's see. And we've talked about every super chatter gets a choice between wheat and Canadian and 2017 P, and then we have the final drawing for a V-nickel first prize, a V-nickel second prize, and a 1961D silver quarter for the 3rd and final prize. Let's see. I hit the bell. Thank you, Frankie's Coins. Appreciate that. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to do, it's 5 o'clock, so we're going to cut it off here. Do we have anybody that hasn't told us what coin they want? The last one. Oh, Wizard, you didn't tell us what type of coin you wanted. If you did, I missed it. Coinmaster, hit the bell. Thank you. Daniel, hit the bell as well. Thank you. Okay, Wizard and Vicky have to tell us what coins they want as far as the pennies. The choice between the wheat, Canadian, or 2017P. Smile Good Gaming, I hit the bell. Thank you. Oh, Beth Coddington, he wants you to choose. The Wizard does? I'm guessing. Oh, Vicky said wheat. She sent us an email. Okay. Now, we can't get the email while we're on here, so it's, you know, let's see. All right, so then it's time for the drawing. We're going to cut off the super chats here for the drawing, and we're going to go ahead and do the drawing for the first V-nickel, which is a 1906, and it's in fair condition. It's got some marks on it, but it's a 1906 V-nickel, you know. It's not going to be brand new. The second one is, in fact, most V-nickels are this type of condition, 1911. You can make out the details in the back, and the stars are there, the date's there, and her features are always smooth unless you spend big money. And then, like I said, the 61D, I looked at it earlier, and it's a really nice coin. All the details there. So, time to do the drawing. So, Sweetie's bringing the randomizer in here. Just put that where you can see it on the camera. Okay, got it. All right, so we're going for the first one for the 1906 V-nickel. Excuse me. The Mad Wizard of Oz. There you go, mate. You got this, and we'll probably send you. We'll send you probably a week too. Okay, the next V-nickel is a 1911, and I don't see a mint mark. So, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Curtis Payne, you get the 1911 V-nickel. Thank you, Curtis. And the last one is the 61D quarter. Nice chunk of silver there. It's patinaed. It's dark, but it's all there, and it's really pretty. So we picked that name. Jeremy Johnson. There you go, dude. You won silver. So that concludes the drawings for the week. We'll get everything out in the mail as quick as we can. Congrats to everybody that won. Thank you to everybody that gave a super chat. And also thank you to everybody that contributed to the conversation, more importantly. This week we had a really nice conversation going back and forth on coins, military service, all kinds of different things, safety. And I didn't notice any weirdos like we had a couple weeks ago. So other than the usual crowd, myself included. I've got a 1910 V-nickel with a Rockwell test mark on the reverse, worth anything. Yeah, I think it might be. The people that I would contact would probably be Heritage Auctions at HADEC.com free appraisal, and ask them that question, and maybe send them a picture of it. I have had a few coins that have those, but I've never really followed up on that question, so I can't really answer it. SJ, I'm so glad you're doing these live streams. Yeah, we are too. We're having fun. Julie, thanks so much for another great live stream. Thank you too. Again, thanks everybody for coming. we're going to go ahead and wrap it. And as always, please continue to like, share, subscribe. Check down below every video for the links to the different things and items that we have. The lists are down there through the link to the website. We really appreciate you guys getting us over 20,000. We're growing really fast this month. Till next time, J&B signing off.